Now, I've mentioned a couple ghosts in my experience. Is an inspection ghost, one's a producer ghost. Well, there's another ghost out there. He's a legend, very mysterious. And in 2009, when I broke into this, and I was just a trainee, and I was working with my partner, Wayne Chambers, great guy. He was a UT3, RT3. He was a radiation safety officer for the shop at the time, and it was day two. And I was in the plant, and I was very nervous and anxious because it was a different environment. Wasn't used to it, and that gets me worked up. Anyway, he's like, go find this tool or something like that. So I go out in the plant, and I probably went to the wrong place. I went into this hoarding, and I was searching around all these pipes and valves and all that stuff, and looking for this, and I smelled something. I'm like, what is that? And like a refinery plant has its own odor, just like a mill plant, and it's like, but I smelled something off, weird, and I kept looking around, and then all of a sudden I was like this close, and it looked like somebody dropped a deuce on top of a valve. And I was like, well, that's got to be something to do with the refinery, but it stank just like. And I looked at it, and I'm like, that's a fucking steamer. Somebody dropped a steamer in there. I had no idea how they did it. It rattled me. Like, I jumped back and I tripped, and my hard hat and glasses went flying, and I was like, oh. And that just stressed me out. And when I get stressed out, I have to go to the bathroom. So I beeline for the trailer bathroom, and I got in there and sat down, and I was like, what the fuck is this place? And apparently the cleaning lady thought the whole bathroom was vacant, and she came in and started punching the stall bathroom doors open and spraying a shot of disinfectant or whatever it was, and one by one, and my door's not latched because half of those doors aren't latched, and she smashes that open and sprays me right in the face with disinfectant. And I'm like, fuck. And she's like, oh my god, and I'm so sorry. And she ran out, and so I'm like, I was rattled. So I go back to the trailer where all the boys are hanging out and stuff, and I'm like, Wayne's there, and I told them what happened, and Glennie Logan, he's like, the mad shitter's on site. Yeah, I'm like, what? What is this? The mad shitter? So that was day two in inspection and working in a shutdown in a refinery for me. Half the guys knew who this guy was. Like, he was a legend. Like, he's never been caught, as far as I know. If anybody out there that listens to this knows the true identity to this crazy bastard, I'll give them $1,800 cash or e-transfer, whatever it is these days. I need to know this guy because there's a little bit of material out there for that. A little bit. Speaking of, nobody's emailed me one of their stories yet. I need you to send me your stories, please. Shutdown_film@outlook.com. This is going to be going on for a while, and I'm in Ontario still for another couple weeks. The COVID cases in Ontario were down to like 100 new ones a day, and now it's spiked right back up to over 400. So it's like the second wave. COVID 2. There's going to be a shutdown 2, 3, 4, whatever. So $20 to the first guy that, or lady that sends me a good shutdown story. Now I got a buddy, Huey, one of my best buddies, and when he goes to the bathroom, he likes to say, "I got to go talk to Darren," which is after Darren Pupa, the ex-Buffalo Sabres backup goalie. That's how he says it. Now, I got a buddy, Champ. He's a St. John police officer. This guy is a piece of work. We were in a hotel in Moncton for the Millennium, or whatever it's called, like 2000 for New Year's. And there's a bunch of us up there, and he's in a bathroom for like an hour and a half. And we're like, "Champ, let's go. The bar's going to close in like an hour." And we break open the door, and he's got to have every hair like perfect. He was late for his own wedding. And this guy's jacked, like he's won competitions for bodybuilding and stuff, but he's just so slow, it's unbelievable. And he had a spatula, duct tape with a razor, and he was doing like back hairs, like it just goes on and on. Anyway, this crazy guy, when he goes to the bathroom, he says, "I got to go drop the deputies off at the pool." That's how he says it. So I was jealous of Huey and Champ, and I was like, I got to come up with my own thing. So I said, I got to go talk to Albert Pujols. He's a first baseman for the LA Angels. He used to play for the St. Louis Cardinals. So that was my thing back in the day when we were going on about those things. Now, I actually grew up out here in Toronto, and I remember playing in the MTHL minor hockey. And one of the guys I played with is like, "Airplane 2, the squeal is on tonight." I'm like, "The squeal?" He's like, "Yeah, Airplane 2, the squeal." And I'm like, "You mean the sequel?" He's like, "No, the squeal." I said, "I'm pretty sure it's a sequel." So that's pretty funny.